Hey guys, Ronan Will here. So today we are going to be painting this character. I believe her name is, let me check real quick, but I think she is Ice Climber Candy. Yes, Ice Climber Candy. She's from the Super Dungeon Explorer series. And as you can see, I didn't glue her onto her base. I have a base for her over here. But the problem is the bases are super generic bases right now. Super Dungeon used to do those kind of cool bases on the last video you saw with this guy. How he has the finished base like that. She does not have it. So I'm going to just do a quick example on how you can have a base but not have a base. You take the top of a empty soda bottle, just put a little tack on it, squish her down, and there you go. And now you don't have to worry about ever accidentally touching them. Alright, so as you can see, I already primed her. I have my paints in the back here, so, and all my other art supplies. I have also everything on the table, making a mess. So I'm going to just take a small paintbrush here. Like usual, I'm using Army Painter. This is a dry brush. I am not using a dry brush for that. This is just a generic brush. You can get these fairly cheap. So we're going to get started on her. Her picture looked like she had mostly light pink clothing, purplish pink hair with blue frosted tips, and everything else. So we're going to start with the biggest splash of color, which is pink. The drawback with the Army Painter is that there's really no pink. So I might have to start combining some paint colors. That is yellow. Here we go. This is probably the closest to pink that I've got. It is pinkish. So we'll start with this. I've actually never used this color before, so we'll see how it goes. As always, you want to have a paint palette, some water, some paper towels or something that you can dry your brushes on. And right now I'm just doing a quick pale pink coat on her coat. So from there, I'm going to move on. I'm going to now do her trim on her coat. So any of that fur stuff. Again, I have a reference on my phone that I'm using. Yeah, the trim on her coat is just white. She is very simple. So maybe I'll hold off on doing the white because there's a lot of white patches on her. I am going to look for I have not organized this since the last time, some oak brown. This is going to be for her little wooden piece here. It's kind of hard to see, but it's supposedly all the way through her whole, that whole piece. She has a lot of brown, so we're going to go with leather brown for her leather boot straps and her belt, and her goggles. She also has a bag on her back, which probably would make sense to do with leather as well. Ooh, that paint has to be shaken more. Okay, so now I'm going to move on to some metals. I know she has gloves that should be painted. They show green, so maybe I'll do a goblin green. You know what? We'll do green skin. Let's see, plate mail, gunmetal. No. I think I might just go with the standard plate mail. It's just a silver. So I'm going to switch metals now to her silvery metal. And for that, I'm going to use Dungeon Painter Goddess Silver. before getting too far past it, which I almost did, I need to paint the rest of her rope. She has a rope on her side and a rope around her midsection. Desert yellow is usually like my preferred color, which I think I'm almost out of, if not completely out of already. And if I could find fur brown, barbarian flesh, skeleton bone. Skeleton bone is the one we used last time for the wick, which it would work too. Desert yellow. So my desert yellow. So we have the white fur on her sections, and then this whole craziness, which not only is my favorite part, but is also the hardest part, because, well, we'll go over that right now, actually, because that's, I think, where I'm going to start is her face, and then start working on her hair. So her face, I usually go with like a barbarian flesh. That's a nice neutral mid-ground. Although I kind of want to try corpse pale, because like most anime characters, they're very light toned. So this might be the best, the brightest that I should go. But I'm going to start with my usual barbarian flesh. Again, it looks very dark. It will lighten up once I start adding highlights and adjusting her to match the brightness of the character's faces usually. Alright, next we're going to do the mouth. So as you can see, of course, her mouth is open, which means she has teeth and a tongue and mouth parts. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore, guys. I'm going to go with a pure, do I want pure red? Kind of actually going to go with Chaos Red. let's see. So the next couple of steps are going to kind of all move very quickly now. I just remembered I wanted to fix that one spot. I know I said don't worry about it, but I am, because now I'm thinking about it. Again, it was just a little spot right there. So next thing I'm going to do her hair. It's a purpley pink. So this is unfortunately where I am going to have to start mixing colors, because I have purple, but the pink I have, you saw how bright it was. Just looking to see if there's any other purples, because I'm very low on purple. That's interesting. I thought I had more purple than this. Alright, so this is kind of your alien purple, is what it's called. I'm going to put a drop of alien purple and maybe a drop of the Centaur pink, Centaur skin, so the pink that we used. I don't know, it's such a weird color. I actually don't know if I can even come close to that. It's like a very light purpley pink. I might have to mix a little white or something. Oh, actually, that's not too far off. This is just me experimenting at this point, guys. So, my purple that I have is very dark. Like it's purple. Like you can't even say, oh, it's not purple per se, but I just did a 1-to-1 ratio of the purple and the pink. Yay! All right, I have a blue I want to use. I just have to find it. Ah, here. No, wait, that's not the right blue. Is this crystal blue? It's called crystal blue. Here it is. It is a little dark. Anyway, all right. So, two last things that have to be done on her before we can dark tone. I have to add some black to the eyes to give her eyeliner. And then I might do a whole paint on the eyes just to get a sample of what it will look like. And then, of course, her white has to be done. So, I'm going to do a quick switch over to black. That is not black, that is blue. Where'd my black get to? Where did my black guys, where'd my black go? Oh, what color is that? Oh, Necroflesh. Not what I was looking for. That is dark green. That is rust. Oh, come on. Guys, I know I had my black 2 minutes ago. Where the heck did my black go? That's gray. That's red. Son of a... Are you black? Nope. Guys, this isn't funny. Where the heck did my black go? I had a whole big bottle of it. Am I really going to have to... I might have to just for right now use this tiny little thing. There was still black on my paintbrush. So I'm going to wait a couple seconds and let her dry on the face. While that's going, I'm going to get my white, which, again, I just had 2 seconds ago. Where the hell did my white go? Wait, are one of you white? Ah, It was sitting out next to my anti-sheen varnish. Why is that out? I don't know, guys. I'm trying not to make a mess, and I'm making a mess. Okay, so last but definitely not least, we're going to paint that eye white. So you're just gonna, this is kind of your first foray into the highlighting. You're just going to kind of dab it into the eye. I promise it doesn't look, it actually doesn't look too bad once you get everything highlighted like that. But I'm not going to do a full eye until after. But that does mean she is ready for dark tones. So again, I usually use black dark tone, which I'm running very low on. You don't need to know that, but it's just a note for myself. Anyway, the way you're going to dark tone, you're going to kind of change this up a little bit. You're going to want a couple of different brushes, at least two. So one is going to be for everything but the face, and one is going to be for the face. Okay, so I'm going to just paint in that dark tone. So as you can see, I avoided her face as best as I could, because she needs to now have her face toned or colored, essentially. The way you're going to do that, and oh, I also avoided the mouth, but the way you're going to do that is with this. This is called Flesh Wash. It's literally the same thing. It's a dark toner, but it goes on the face. So you don't really need a ton of this. Sorry guys, the battery died and I had to like run and get a new battery real quick. But you don't need a ton of this. You just have to do around the face like this, basically trying to just darken the skin on the edges. Does the same exact thing as the dark toner for non-fleshy parts. This does for fleshy parts. When we come back, which will be like 30 seconds from now for you guys, about 5 hours for me at minimum. When we come back though, I will be doing the second base coat and the highlights. So, bye.
5 hours later.
Alright guys, so it's been a few hours. As you can see, all the dark tone is now dry. So next we're going to do a quick, well not quick, but we're going to repaint onto her body there to get her highlights and everything going. I think I'm going to start with the blade and work my way through. Yeah. So as you can see, some spots the dark tone didn't really stay. Like at the base of that hammer and the side there. But it's not too bad, especially since we're going to be painting over it. Yeah.
See, I'm going to start with the climbing axe. So, if we remember correctly, we used some plate mail. I'm going to actually do some plate mail with a little bit of the electric blue mixed together. So it will, oh wait, no, I remember what I was going to do. Guys, I'm losing my mind this morning. So, plate mail. We're just going to
So it's already taking way longer than I wanted it to. Just put a black dot right there. And now the easy part, get some white. And this is what makes Super Dungeon stuff look so nice, is this anime eye. So you just add a couple of little sparkles in the eye. And there you go. If she'll focus. Come on. Why are you focusing on the back? So the eye looks good. So now, last two steps are the hair and the rock she's standing on. Okay, hey guys. So the ending of the tutorial got lost while it was being done. I just finished going through the footage and realizing that I'm missing a lot, actually. So as you can see, I painted the base. Wow, I'm going to have to start trying to use a different camera or something. This does not want to focus on the models. So I painted the base. I gave it some coloring and everything. It looks better from the back, I think, than the front, which is why I covered it with the snow effects. The base itself is painted with a little bit of snow blizzard effect, I believe is the name of the paint, and it gives it a textured base. Again, unfortunately, I lost a lot of the last like 10-15 minutes of footage, but yeah, there she is, Snow Climber Candy. Yeah, that's going to be about it. I also have some other characters just sitting, like, they're all from the same series, but look how much bigger they are than her. I mean, she's got a huge base, but still. Yeah, so that's going to do it for this one, guys. Like, comment, and subscribe down below, and we'll catch you in the next one. Bye.